For those who believe in God, most of the big questions are answered. But for those of us who can't readily accept the God formula, the big answers don't remain stone written. We adjust to new conditions and discoveries. We are pliable. Love need not be a command, nor faith a dictum. I am my own God. We are here to unlearn the teachings of the church, state, and our educational system. We are here to drink beer. We are here to kill war. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our lives so well that death will tremble to take us. Charles Bukowski. So, quite often, and even just recently, I've been accused of being sad or sounding depressed when I talk about religion and atheism the way that I do. I think that this is firstly due to the fact that theists seem to wrongly equate unbelief with pessimism and nihilism, secondly because I'm usually attacking something that they hold very dear, and thirdly because, like all people, sometimes I am sad and depressed. I, like everyone, have my good days and my bad days. Sometimes I'm Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky with not a care in the world, and sometimes I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom, worried about every little thing that comes my way. Everyone, regardless of their religious beliefs, has these ups and downs, but for people without a religion, the downs can sometimes hit a lot harder. Without the mental heroin that is the promise of an afterlife, it is sometimes very hard to find the motivation to be happy. Sometimes the void looms heavy just behind you, waiting to swallow you up. Everything that you were, everything that you are, and everything that you could ever possibly be will inevitably be engulfed in an infinite void of unbeing. You will be forever forgotten, and there is nothing that anyone can do about it. Sometimes nihilism does start to sink its claws into you. So you try staying happy 24/7 with the weight of the void on your shoulders. You can try your best, and some days the weight is less. But every so often, the weight will feel unbearable and unending. And I wish I could say that I have the answer for it. I don't. Nobody really does. The void is there, lurking, leering, and waiting to embrace you like the best of enemies or the worst of friends. All I can offer you is the truth. I won't try to deceive you and tell you that you get to go dance and sing in a land of milk and honey for eternity with all of your dead relatives. I won't comfort you with lies and myths and fairy tales. I will give you a harsh reality over a comforting delusion, and that's what I will take for myself. And you can either choose to face that truth head on, or you can turn your back on the void and go into it doped up on theological opium. However, there is a way to lessen the burden of the void. You share the load. You be too busy living to focus on dying. You surround yourself with good friends, loving family, and a wonderful community of people dedicated to making this life as good as possible for as many people as they can. You live this life like it's the only one you've got, because it probably is. You live this one life so well and so fully that when the time comes to walk knowingly into the void, you can do it with, if not a smile, at least the satisfaction of having lived a full life of kindness, compassion, joy, and love. So yeah, sometimes I am sad and depressed. Usually because I see religion destroying the minds and lives of people around me, and sometimes it gets to me, but most of the time I'm too focused on living a good life to be sad and depressed. And to all of you who will undoubtedly still attribute this sadness to my lack of your particular brand of delusion, just understand that it is actually the fact that you believe nonsense that is what depresses me most of the time. I had Jesus in my heart for nearly 20 years, and yeah, sometimes the lows weren't as bad and I didn't fear dying so much, but I know now that I was indoctrinated. I was unintentionally lied to, and to see that still happening to people makes me sad, depressed, and yes, angry as hell.